This is the biggest demonstration in Britain's history. Turn to the person next to you. Shake their hand. Greet them. Give them a hug. This is your community. These are your brothers and your sisters. We today are united.
If you want to survive, if you want your family to survive and you don't want your children to be fighting on the streets like in the Balkans, stand up now and do it peacefully. If you don't, your children will die because of you were cowards and you were too lazy to stand up for yourselves and them.
You have to fight. So you have to rally all of the people of Britain to fight for the future.
Let me ask
and
you,
if this doesn't happen, there won't be a future.
Are you ready to fight for your future, Britain?
Fight for your future. Do it. Go!
Ezra Levant here in central London. About 3 hours to go before Tommy Robinson's huge free speech rally and festival. I call it a festival because I understand there are 18 different musical acts interspersed between different speeches. Believe it or not, I've actually been invited to give a few remarks. I'll keep them brief, I promise you that. But also my colleague Avi Yamini from Australia. And there's people from all over the world, including a lot of freedom-oriented political leaders from Europe.
Measured by the number of people who watch his videos and documentaries, our host today, Tommy Robinson, is in fact Britain's leading journalist. And the response from the regime to simply call everyone a racist, it just doesn't seem to work anymore, does it? And more people will watch this rally online than watch all of the official TV news stations and newspapers in the UK combined.
It's Tommy. We're walking Dominic Tarczynski, Polish parliamentarian. Hi there, Don Keith from the USA. Great to see you. Welcome from America. Tommy Robinson has made it to the front. That means that the march has arrived, and with it hundreds of thousands of people. I see Liam Tufts approaching. He is the MC for the event today. Don Keith, a key supporter for Tommy Robinson from the United Kingdom. I also saw Dominic Tarczynski, who's a Polish politician. Remember, there are people here from across Europe who share Tommy's message of free speech and taking back control of borders.
Raise your voices, Lions! Raise your voices! How are you? How do you feel? Do you feel united? Do you feel strong? Do you feel that we can make it? So send them back! What? Send them back! Let them hear you at the Westminster. Let them hear you in the Westminster, and let them hear you around the world.
Ada Lutz from Spain is here, one of the speakers today.
My name is Ada Yu. I am not a politician, but a normal 25-year-old girl from Spain who wants her future children to know that she did everything in her power so they could grow up in a land where they feel free, safe, and at home. I want to speak to the young people out there today. Do you remember how life was when we were growing up? When we could play on the street with our friends? And when the people in our towns spoke our language? Our future children will never know how this felt like. Unfortunately, this is not the reality in Europe anymore. Just look around you. We have been sold out by our own governments. Currently, there are two types of people that exist in Europe. Those who know what is going on, but wait for someone else to fix it, and those of us who are here today.
There were 18 musical acts and more than a dozen speeches, including from yours truly.
It's not easy being a dissident these days, no. Police will find a way to arrest you. Even just for a post on social media, 30 people a day across the UK are arrested for mean tweets. Some of them, like the mother Lucy Connolly, are sent to prison for their words. This in the country that gave us the Magna Carta and set the standard for free speech. That's why there are so many people around the world watching, because we're worried about Great Britain. We love you. You're the place that taught us about responsible government and freedom, and you're losing both, and it's painful to watch.
So it's Lawrence Fox is the first speaker of the day. Lawrence, give us a word before you go on stage. Freedom! That was a well-chosen word. Good luck up there.
You wonderful people who have come out today to show your support for our nation, which matters. Our nation matters. This is our home. We have nowhere else to go. And we will defend it. And we see here, with the millions of you before us, that we will not be defeated, we will not be quiet, and we will stand for our country, and we will be proud. And we will honour those who came before us, who gave the sacrifice that we must do in return, otherwise our children will be fighting in the streets. Our country is facing demographic suicide. We are allowing untold numbers of people who have no interest in our nation, no affinity with our nation, no desire to integrate or assimilate with our nation, into our nation, and no politician gives a can't swear.
How are you, mate? It's a festival feeling. Tommy Robinson, the man of the hour. Okay. Great, good to see you. Well, he's just absolutely mobbed. I don't want to get in his way. Oh boy, the energy level is off the hook. Here I'm up on stage. I only have a few seconds because they're doing sound checks, they're practicing. Already, I would estimate at least 2,000 people have gathered, even though the rally is not set to start for almost 2 hours from now. And what's so exciting for me is the emphasis on the entertainment, the music, the inspirational sounds. Tommy told me there are literally 18 musical acts interspersed amongst the speeches.
The rain is falling on us like rain from the heavenlies as this movement is blessed, this nation is blessed, this people is blessed, and as we hold them Christian crosses in the air, as we hold them Christian flags in the air, we tell every demonic spirit, we tell every demon and devil, you will not take this country, you will not take this people, we will stand, we will fight, we will win.
It's a festival feeling, it's a family feeling, and the diversity of song is, I'm very excited, and I think I heard a song that was custom written for this rally. Is it Unite the Kingdom? Is that right? Can I put the camera on you for a second? What's your name?
Alex Jardine.
Alex, you're playing the drums. I don't want to interrupt. I know you got to go in 1 second's notice. Tell me a little bit what you're doing here, who you're with, who your team is.
Pastor Ricky, we literally got in touch on X, and we just were talking through that. It was through the Uncensored Patriots. It's like an X sort of group on there as well with a good bunch of people. And he was guest speaking on there, and then just through that, he learnt about me drumming and then spiraled, man. It's incredible.
Wow, I know you got to go in 1 second's notice, but just before you start up again, tell me about some of the musical acts that we're going to hear today.
There's a lot of gospel acts, a lot of gospel music. There's a bit of rock in there. I'm sure there's people come from all over the world, man, like Canada. There's like
and New Zealand too.
Yeah. It's incredible what Tommy has achieved with this. It is something else, man, and he should be really proud of himself, like, as we all are of him.
Well, I love gospel music. I'm very excited. I see some choir style gowns, so that tells me there's some good music coming. I'll let you get back to things. I didn't want to interrupt. I know you guys are just doing sound checks, but it's already very exciting. Thanks for talking with me.
Appreciate it, man.
Right, all the best to you. Cheers. All right, just a quick moment that we're stealing backstage. We got to go. They're about to get started again.
Another round of bullets hits my skin. Far away, they say, I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. We are warriors, yeah, that's what we become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words want to cut me down, gonna send a flood, I'm gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come.
Hey, I'm standing behind the backstage area. Over there is the stage and sort of refreshment areas and hospitality areas for the speakers, and there's a lot of security. But as you can see, there is sort of a double layer metal fence here, and absolutely dozens of riot police with shields and helmets and body armor. And if you can come around and take a look, there is more people there. Now, I see some riot cops deploying, moving in a hurry. I see one Union Jack flag there, which tells me that it's not the Antifa side of things, because they wouldn't have a Union Jack flag. I see the police are now, I see between here, there's something going on, some sort of deployment, I don't know what. The police are in their heaviest uniforms. I have a theory. I just came from the Tommy Robinson rally, which is going on. It'll be going on for more hours. And if you saw what I saw, you would see mums, dads, grandmas, people in wheelchairs. There's a wheelchair section, young people. There's a positivity. We just heard the New Zealand haka presentation. 170 people came from New Zealand to do that. I thought the stage was going to break. So it has a festival feeling. Maybe you can hear in the background, I don't know if this mic can pick it up, music. There's a number of musical acts. Our friend Kelly Lamb from Saskatchewan's out here. So it's a very harmonious, again, festival is the word Tommy was using. Why would you deploy fully armored riot cops to a festival? Was there a grandma there that was a little terrifying? No. It's because in Western countries, especially Germany, the United Kingdom, parts of Canada like Montreal, parts of America like Portland and Seattle and New York, there is a paramilitary force used to deploy violence in support of leftist regimes. And that is known as Antifa. And it is inherently violent. It's not a debating society. It's guns and bombs and sticks. Our dear friend Andy No, the brave journalist from Portland, was nearly murdered by them. And yet they continue with impunity. I put it to you, if the Cosa Nostra, if the Italian mafia conducted themselves like Antifa, if a Hells Angels bikers gang conducted themselves like Antifa, they would be taken down by a serious SWAT team squad. I see now dogs are being deployed. I can assure you that is not because of the grandmas listening to the haka. This is a sign that something very grave may happen. Now I see a cross of St. George, I see a Union Jack, so obviously the people there are not Antifa.
I just went over there and the police are purposely assaulting people while they're not looking. The police officer did it to me as well. I've just taken a picture of the guy's face.
So you're saying...
They're actually hitting with a bollard for no reason. Show that to the camera.
So Danny, you're telling me that there's not Antifa there?
No, that's the Patriots. They're Patriots, and they've been put here. They've been moved all the way around, and now the police are antagonising them and pushing them. And they've got a guy with a bandage on his head there. They literally opened half of his head up. And I watched it for no reason. They just pushed their bollards into them. They are trying to get a
And
riot
I see.
That's where Antifa are over there.
Okay,
They're over there.
so we're here. Thank you, Danny. That's Danny Tomo. He's worked with Tommy for years. I see police with shields there, different kind of shields. So Danny reports that is indeed the pro-Tommy side, and it makes sense. You can see a few British flags. Danny says that way. That's Trafalgar Square. You can see it by the Great Tower with Admiral Nelson on the roof. And that's the British Museum there and the Canadian High Commission. So the Antifa is over there. Now Danny says that the police are antagonizing Tommy supporters over there. And I'm not there to put eyes on it, so I take his word for it.
Feel your strength. You are part of a tidal wave of patriotism that is sweeping across this country. This is the biggest demonstration in Britain's history. Turn to the person next to you. Shake their hand. Greet them. Give them a hug. This is your community. These are your brothers and your sisters. We today are united.
Crusaders that star-spangled banner wave, oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. I love you all. I love you. God bless Great Britain. God bless America. I'm Don Keith. Thank you.
The British people are slow to anger. They're polite. They believe in keeping calm and carrying on. They believe in a stiff upper lip. As Kipling said in his poem, The Beginnings, hating is not in the blood of the English, but even the English have had enough. Some people want to ban Tommy Robinson, to silence him, to jail him, perhaps even worse. I don't think he can get a fair trial anymore in the UK courts. He's become the official scapegoat, the official enemy of the state. And yet he keeps going, warning his fellow countrymen. The best time to have heeded Tommy's warnings was 15 years ago. But the second best time is right now. And I think that's actually happening. Mainstream politicians and journalists are now talking about stopping immigration and even mass deportations and re-migration.
The very first speaker at today's rally was Lawrence Fox. What an honor. Lawrence, you got things rolling. What was your message?
My message is just really simple, which is this is our home and we don't have anywhere else to go. And a lot of other people do. And if you don't like our country and you don't like our culture, leave, get out and go. You're not welcome here.
We can see friends, allies, performers, politicians And one of our friends is Kelly Lamb. She worked for Rebel News in the past, and I remember, Kelly, when you came to the UK to perform your musical act, and it riveted the Brits, and Tommy's had you back a couple of times, hasn't he?
This is my fourth go, yes, and it's fantastic. It's such an honor to be here again.
You come all the way from Saskatchewan.
From Saskatchewan, yeah, it's not a direct flight, we'll put it that way.
So, is it giving anything away if you told us what you were going to perform?
I think enough people have asked me. I don't think so. It's things that Tommy has requested, and they're largely based on the lyrical content, which he certainly picked up on. A lot of people don't pay attention to lyrics, but they're important. So he's wanting me to do a Pink song called What About Us, which just talks about the disappointment of relying on the government, presumably in this case, to take care of you, and just being left in the dust, essentially, which I think is pretty apt for this occasion. And of course, something I sang back in June at the first UK Unite the Kingdom rally in Parliament Square. So this was last year, so that's an Emile Santé's Read All About It, just a song about free speech, finding your courage, which I think is really important, especially after the unfortunate murder of Charlie Kirk, that we stand and speak our mind. I think that's what he would have wanted, so we do it in his honor today as well.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on the beat of drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Cheers. God bless you, Britain. God bless you.
The values that are being imported into Britain without any consent whatsoever are the values by communities who have no interest in assimilating, contributing, or playing any part in British public life are not welcome. They're destroying and weakening our nation in the name of multiculturalism, which is the worst experiment in global history.
Each one of these rallies has grown substantially in number, in energy, and in intensity. I hope that everybody behaves, because it seems like the media just wants an opportunity to, dismiss everybody here. But as you said, it is a beautiful mix of people from all backgrounds, all economic backgrounds. You've got the working man, the blue collar, you've got the intellects, but there's no elitism here. It's just patriotism, joy, unity, flags everywhere. I'm excited. I love these rallies. They are second to none.
Well, it's fun to have someone from Western Canada here, make me feel a little bit at home. Kelly, great to see you, and good luck, and I can hardly wait. You do such a beautiful job.
They're trying to put me in prison in March for 4 years, so we're well beyond being bold. If you want to survive, if you want your family to survive and you don't want your children to be fighting on the streets like in the Balkans, stand up now and do it peacefully. If you don't, your children will die. Because if you were cowards and you were too lazy to stand up for yourselves and them.
We're really at a fork in the road here. We're at a fork in the road to darkness or greatness. And that will be decided only in a matter of years. And we must take the path to greatness. And that's the path that's exciting and inspiring and will make life worth living.
Tommy was just ahead of his time. That is my hope today, that the ideas that were censored, the debates that were forbidden, the news that was covered up, the marginalization of patriotic citizens, the bizarre preference for foreign people and foreign ideas over national ideas, my hope is that era finally comes to an end. And when the British people look back, when you take back your country, you will be able to say, you were there. You were there at a turning point. You were there when the people decided, in their millions, to no longer be afraid to love their country. Good luck, and keep fighting for freedom.
You have to fight. So you have to rally all of the people of Britain to fight for the future.
Let me ask
and
you,
if this doesn't happen, there won't be a future.
Are you ready to fight for your future, Britain?
Fight for your future. Do it. Go.
Will we be gagged and